deep breath in. And as you let it out, just slowly close your eyes down as well. So your eyes are nice and closed. Even if your body is twitching a little bit, allow yourself to just become so heavy. All your bones and all of your muscles can just become heavy. Even the way you breathe just lets go of all the toxins, toxic thoughts, let go of today's stresses, and even tomorrow's worries. The only thing important for you now is to be here. So any thoughts that come into your mind, you can just let them go. Perhaps they can just be in the background. And if you're the type that goes for walks, and if you're the type that eats as best as you can at any given time, then you also might be the type of person that wishes to look after themselves. And I like to say sometimes, it's not just you are what you eat, but you are what you think. Sometimes our mind can allow a creation of thoughts that can send you around in circles, or even guide you in the wrong direction. And the truth is, not every thought that you have is valid. And sometimes you need to make a decision about which thoughts to pay attention to. And having said that, allow your eyebrows to relax, your cheeks to soften, all the muscles in your body can let go of any tension. The way you breathe is just natural and comforting. If you can imagine for this moment, everything is exactly as it's meant to be. Right here and right now, this is the only place you need to be at. Concerns of yesterday and the worries of tomorrow, they are outside of this space. So give yourself permission to be here, entirely here. Feeling relaxed. If you need to readjust yourself, get yourself nice and comfortable, and become absorbed within yourself. Any sounds that you may hear can be kind reminders that you're extremely awake. An experience like this becomes a journey of wellness. Some people consider it a journey of stillness, where you just stop. You can stop the judgments. You can stop the criticisms. And the internal voice, any internal dialogue can also quieten. Allow your chest and shoulders to soften and relax. Taking advantage of the opportunity to go deep inside of yourself where there is no chaos. And all the chaos stays on the outside of your brain. But for the purpose of this experience, you go deep inside. Almost like you can disappear inside your mind, just so you can have some quiet time to work things out. And relax down through your stomach and your hips. And let this relaxation pass through your legs and your knees all the way to your toes. And I'm not sure how relaxed you feel, but double this relaxation. And you can feel so relaxed that you have no interest in doing anything else right now, except hop on this journey, following my voice, to allow your mind the opportunity to make any necessary changes. And you can relax a little deeper. And if you find yourself imagining that you managed to break through that layer of the outskirts of your mind, where all the chaos is, and if you can see yourself inside your mind and look through your mind's eye, interestingly enough, could it be that you can see clearer? For when you look in one direction, you see your relationship of any particular person, and you know exactly where that stands today, whether it's finished or unfinished, resolved or not, or coated with confusion. The only thing that's real is how you perceive that today. I'm not sure if this is the right time for you to clear the pathway for your decision of how you wish to be. And if there's a particular person in your mind, well, it's up to you, the pathway you wish to take. All you need to do is make a decision, and whichever pathway you choose, perhaps there's an advantage and a disadvantage. At least you have the power of choice. It's up to you. And as you look through your mind's eye in a different direction, where you can see your workplace opportunities, and if you scan through and see where you are currently and what your experience is like, you're allowed to make changes. And you're allowed to stay exactly where you are. You're allowed to look for new opportunities. You're allowed to grow. And so you're allowed to make a decision. People who don't make decisions don't always progress at a rate that's satisfactory to them. Some decisions send you in a totally different direction, but it's like water in a stream. When there's no decision to be made about which direction the water should flow, water sitting in one spot becomes unhealthy, even undrinkable. It can even change color. Even water needs movement. It doesn't always matter which direction. Your decisions can be like water. You have the power of choice, and you can take advantage of this. For some people, making decisions and creating change can become difficult. And for some people, their life is all about change and decisions. I'm going to suggest you can change and make decisions when some part of you reaches out and says something's not right. When something's just not working, it's okay to make a change. If you keep eating a food that upsets your stomach, when is it a good time to decide that you'll no longer eat that food? How many more signals do you need? If your emotions are calling out to you, when is the right time for you to listen to frustration and anger and even disappointment? They are not just emotions that fall upon you like rain. They are created from your thoughts, whether your thoughts are reliable or not. They are created from your own ethics, your values, your morals. If something doesn't feel right, what will you do to change that feeling? Or what will you do to help yourself understand? Some people are afraid of change. But the truth is, all they've done all of their life including you, is change. You are no longer the same person you were 6 months ago. And you're no longer the same person you were 1 year ago. And 6 months from now, you also won't be the same person. You may change relationships, jobs, even where you live. You may change your hairstyle, your physique, your car, your clothes. Nothing stays the same. Friendships change. Relationships change. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worst. It's a journey of many pathways. Pathways are there to be taken. Cars on roads don't just sit still. They have to choose if they're going straight or left or right. And even when you don't know where you're heading, you drive anyway. You're always allowed to do a U-turn and come back if you forgot something or if you regret having left. And you'll find lots of bumps in the road. You can drive over them. And when you get confused, sure, you don't know always if you need to turn left or right. But you'll get somewhere. You just can't sit still. And you're not here to sit still. You're here looking for a way forward. But the only person that has the answer, whether you know it or not, and whether you like it or not, it's you. You have the power. Life is not predictable, and yet some parts of life are predictable. But you can't predict what your future will look like in terms of happiness or success. The best you can do about that is plan. And you're always allowed to change your plans. We have that luxury to make change, to try something new, to let go of the old. So I want you to imagine your life as it is right now. And in your life is not just the confusion and the chaos. It's your health, your family, your hobbies. You have your own internal world and a very close exterior world, your life, and everything that's important to you. And if there's things that are keeping you stuck, what will you choose to do about it? If there's things that have confused you, how will you determine what the next step is? You don't have to change absolutely everything. Sometimes one small change can lead to a big outcome. For some people, just waking up early to go for a walk helps them start their day, helps them lose weight, helps their body feel good. So you choose one small step, because everything that you've done has always started with one small step. And then comes another step. And you can freelance or you can set goals. Isn't it nice to know that you can change goals too? Whatever you decide, you won't be padlocked to it. But when you make a decision, or the emotional turmoil of confusion tends to lessen its grip and offer you freedom so that you can get on with your day feeling a whole lot better. Now that your mind has been relaxed and has been open to being suggestible, and your body is relaxed, and you've been able to create conditions for possible change to help you make decisions, I invite you to spend the next 60 seconds visualizing yourself as you'll be from this day forward. And your time starts now. And you may notice as you sat inside your mind's eye that it's actually not too difficult to make decisions. It's not too difficult to change your mind, to move forward, to change paths. But as you come back into a more conscious awakefulness now, I want you to notice also the way you can bypass the confused emotions that were just hanging around your mind. They just had nowhere else to go. Where else do they belong when all they need is some direction? And I guess that's the power of confusion. Until you decide to take steps to lessen indecisiveness. So take some nice cleansing breaths. Feeling nice and relaxed, and when you're ready, you can start twitching your body so that the blood can flow through your legs and your fingers again. And at your own pace, you can slowly open your eyes and just stare ahead of you.